Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Cicale's Corner, Unfiltered Mafia Roundtable with your rotten host, Dominick Cicale. I hope everybody's having a good day. Yes, my attorney got me fired up. People are probably saying, oh shit, Dom's writing everybody. No, I'm just fired up. I'm on another level. Arguing with the attorneys that could do it to you every time. So, but all good, folks. Glad to see everybody's on. Much love and respect. We got All-Star with his Vegas lines today. Dom's hat. Whoever bet that's wrong. No hat. They got it right. 1-1. Look at that. See? Dom, no shirt. No, Dom always wears a shirt. So that's a sucker's bet there. Dom with a hoodie. That's a good one. Cynthia to remove comments one-on-one. Joey to make an appearance. Joey, Molino, if you're watching, we got to bait them. Use our Mafia tactics. We can make a lot of money there. 7,500 to 1, Joey. Listen, you come on a rat show, you make a few $1 million. Not a bad payday, Joe. So consider it. Folks. What are we going to do? Folks? Mike, good to see you. Cynthia, Sam the man, ATM. What's up? Do you know Louis Arricchio? Absolutely. I know him, incarcerated in Farrington, New Jersey, in the FCI. I know him. Do not comply. The real bosses who run everything. You know that. Dom, you should shed light on Tinies and their role in OC. The Tinies. I'm not familiar with them, I don't think. Not off the top of my head. Anthony Michael, good to see you. Hey, Dom, glad to be on the live. And yes, already hit the like button. Thank you, LOL. Hit that like button, folks. Let's go. Let's get this shit rocking and rolling. All-Star, thinly sliced motorabilia. Oh, I have no idea. Tomatoes from Garden, Virginia pepper. So you're going to send it to me? You could send them. Send all that down from up north. I'll definitely have fun. I'm ready for this show. You're sitting down with the buffalo mozzarella tomatoes. Nice. Who else do we have here before we go into Francisco? Good to see you again. Frosty, let's see what you had to say. Just my luck, a damn update notification popped up on my screen. Well, it's going to get the elf on the shelf treatment I want to update. I do that all the time too. That's it. So sniff is always PO. I think it's safe to say gambling isn't of his skill attributes. Okay, so I guess Sniff put out some losses this week. All-Star, there is a short of Sniff shovel. Oh, there's a short of Sniff shoveling off the snow, and he's pissed off because he lost all his bets. Not sure if he's acting the truth. I'm sure him and Joey, if he lost, Joey lost. German, you're out on a date. German says, folks, German, I love you. You're too much. You are definitely too much. You're out on a date and you get anxious because you have an erection problem. Let that anxiety be a problem of the past. The man shot has this. Oh, and you have an erection problem. The man shot has the solution. It will turn you into a raging bull. That's right, folks. Go to themanshot.com. Get your consult. Order it today. You won't have that problem anymore. German, thank you for that. So let's see. Timothy O'Reilly. Always Lit Cigars Company, 3 Capos. People, go to, as Timothy O'Reilly says, thank you for the contribution. Go to alwayslitcigars.com. Order it today, 3 Capos. Excellent cigar. Really, really good. Who else do we have? Sam the Man. German. Okay. Doherty. I take a man shot before watching Dom's live streams. Okay. You should take a shot of E.G. vodka before these shows. Frost, they have a way to solve that erection problem. Go to the bathrobe and use your imagination. Oh, okay. We're getting a little crazy here, folks. Anyway, I'm going to talk about never backing down, doing what you feel is right. Even in the mafia, I conducted myself that way. Never back down to anybody, regardless. A man's a man's a man. And you know what, folks? I think that a lot of people tend to disagree at times, but I'm always straightforward. I'm to the point. It's either, again, you love me, you hate me, and that's just the way it's going to be. That's just the way I am. For people to say, I try to shed light. I try to give people an understanding. Open up your views. Open up your mind. Stop being one dimensional. Um, and that's what I tried showing, especially with Jacob Chansley, aka the QAnon shaman that the media dubbed. I looked at him before I ever met him as somebody crazy out of his mind. He's a little out there, but he's very sharp. He's not a stupid person. Very well versed on a lot of things. Guy eats totally organic. He doesn't believe in pesticides and uh, certain things. I don't agree with him, but he is a sharp guy, and he's not somebody who's dangerous because he's different. That makes him dangerous. Wow. Yes. Again, he had a bad stigma going in the Capitol. I don't agree with that. I think he got caught up in the flow. He says God told him, okay, whatever the case may be. But he did something he didn't do. And this is a guy who's helped kids. I mean, I told you yesterday, I went to putt-putt golf with him, and he wanted to take a picture with the alligators. So they have real alligators. So paid, got the picture taken. He asked the guy, went over, whispered in the guy's ear. The guy said, yeah, there's a whole bunch of young kids coming down who were playing, weren't on their phones at all. He said, guys, would you like to take pictures with the alligators? And they did. It's just, I was like, wow, I would have never did that or looked to do that. He's very into people, very personable. And it's sad when somebody puts a stigma like myself. Listen, I was a mobster, but at the end of the day, yes, I killed people. I've hurt people, but those were people in the life. So people will look at me, oh, he's a low life. He's this, he's that. He harms people. He does this. He does bad things, bad deeds. But yet when you get to know me, and a lot of people got to know me, wow, Dom's a good guy. Then I notice if there's a discrepancy with something, they change. Well, he's a mobster. They use that mobster of my past. And yet you didn't say that 5 years that we've known each other because a disagreement arouses, or I find you rob money from me. Now you're going to use I'm a former mobster in a court hearing or a proceeding. Wow, you didn't say that when I was putting money in your pocket. So it's just it's bad, and that's the most insulting. I remember I was on a witness stand in a civil matter not too long ago, and explaining to the judge, like, wow, these people, they just want to use my past against me. I haven't had a traffic ticket at that time in 9 years, or any ticket, anything infringement with law enforcement. And yeah, I started getting emotional with it. Like, as hard as I work to better myself and to conform into a law-abiding citizen, these people constantly use my past like I'm a monster, and I'm not that. I'm not that. The only victims, and I'm not justifying it. It's the truth. Victims in my case are guys in the street. That's like being at war. So I'm at war and I killed 20 people. I'm a homicidal maniac. I'm at war. They're looking to kill me. Same thing with the streets, folks, in the mafia. Kill or be killed. You slip up, you're dead. So you have to stay on point. You have to stay in line. You screw up, that's it. It's just, these are the same guys from Frank Santoro, Randy Pizzolo, George Keogh, and others. It would have been horrific. They would put a bullet in my head like that. Same guys. So it's just about how you move, how you conduct yourself. There wasn't any innocent victims, any civilians. And folks, and I tell everybody out there, all you viewers, if you're right with something, you stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. Go all out. I mean, we still have a case pending against NBC. NBC Comcast owns Telemundo. sexual harassment case. Still have it. Still going to fight them. Still going to fight them. I went up against them. Maybe 750,000 in the hole. Still going up against them. Too bad we had a judge didn't give my wife a day in court. She rules, and there's history. She rules for big corporations all the time. Gets cases overturned constantly. That's our justice system. When people say our justice system's broke, it is broke in a lot of ways, because the judge is supposed to be impartial, not supposed to make derogatory statements. And even some of these lawyers, hundreds of thousands of dollars, they write up a brief. They didn't even put the statement that she put in there in the appeal, which made no sense. When you think about it now, they didn't even address the fact. The judge stated, well, it's acceptable what he did because the Latino community is a very compassionate and hot culture. Wow, that's discriminatory in itself, what you just said. So she doesn't have a day in court when somebody touched her inappropriately, made advances to her, put his hands between her legs. That's okay. That's acceptable. Wow. Then she passed another comment. Well, if there's no witnesses, half these rapes, there's no witnesses. They have no DNA because it's washed away or something. Yet they still charge them with rape. Wow. That's from a white female judge. White. Floridian, Atlantan. So she's considered a cracker. So, so I should say they're racist against blacks, Hispanics. This judge shouldn't be in office, this federal judge. And I even told the lawyers, we get the case overturned, which even the appellate court, listening to them. I mean, folks, I'll put the link up and you could see it. It's all public record, the hearing. But the judges were even telling the lawyers, well, what about this? What about that? What if it was a guy? It would be acceptable. If a guy was sexually touched, that would be acceptable. And they didn't know what to say, the opposing counsel. My counsel, I felt horrible, wasn't prepared. Yet they went for 100,000 there too. Ill prepared. The judges knew more about our case or about the documents that were filed than the lawyer. I'm like, what the heck? Then they have the audacity to tell me, no, he did a great job. Great job. What the hell are you listening to? I guess I have, what I used to say? This is a thing on my, a man's piece. Here's what I have on my forehead growing. I'm that naive. Are you kidding me? So, but people, I still fight, still go at it all the way. When I know I'm right, stick to my guns. I felt I was right by interviewing this guy, bringing his story out there. And you know what? We have a lot of content that'll be coming out. We're going to come out with the mini series, the biography on him. We're going to do that. So I'm even thinking about maybe, because there's a lot of stuff I haven't spoken about yet. I think it's time to me address it, maybe into a biography. Since I have the camera crews, I have the guys, I have everything that I want to talk about, because there's a lot of details I didn't talk about me growing up, how I came up, middle-class family, where I turned wrong, how really the aspects of it. There's a lot of things I didn't share yet. I wanted to wait till my subscriber base came up. My following was strong, which it is now. And folks, there was again, I'll readdress this because I take insult. Somebody put his subscribers went from 20 some odd thousand to 40,000, and it's going to continue to rise. If you notice, I'm putting out a lot of shorts. I'm targeting shorts to subscriptions, to move to subscribe, just like James Proctor did with Lee Cole, just like everybody else does in the genre. I didn't know this. So for 2 years, I'm sitting dormant, Dom the dummy, and I didn't know it. So finally, through my reading with YouTube, so I'm the one who puts up these things every day. I just figured out how to do a thumbnail. And as you viewers know, you've never seen thumbnails on my thing. It was always just Mafia Roundtable. Now, I guess within the last month, I figured out thumbnail. I'm learning. So I just found out. I'm like, holy shit, I could have had you know how many subs I could have had over 2 years? I would be over 200,000 subs. I mean, just in the last so I looked at my analytics from February 2nd to the 19th, not the 20th, it's not out yet, to the 19th, I have almost 19,000 new subscribers. Folks, it's just, wow. I'm shocked how quick, how I guess people are gravitating to my shorts, to the channel. It's nice. My numbers are going up. I'm putting out content. And I want to broaden my horizons, folks. I want to broaden. And Eric Frost, thank you. Thank you for that text message. I appreciate it. Here's a guy, doesn't like rats. Cool. But he respects people. He doesn't respect what I did, and I don't blame him. And we had conversations with that. But you know what, folks? And go check out his channel. Go check out. At least he keeps it real. Him, Joe Barone, they keep it real. And he texts me, he says, Dom, that was a good piece you did yesterday. I commend you for that. Don't listen to the haters. Folks, I'm trying to broaden my horizon, not just talk about Mafia. We'll talk about anything, because there might be you, the viewers, who had something done wrong to you. You come to me, I'll put it out there. I'm not going to name the other guys, but when I spoke about sexual harassment and I showed them the proof and I asked them, guys, would you, I'm not going to do that because of the views. I'm not going to do it. Wow. So you mean to tell me Dominick Cicale is not like that, folks? I will touch any topic. If what I'm getting, the information is truthful and somebody received a disservice in something, you can count on me. I'll be here for you guys. And that's something you want to be a part of. That's Mafia Roundtable, Cicale's Corners, family. We're family here. I'll help you out. Like I still didn't get the information. I forgot who sent it, about the clothing line to support, to sponsor. I'm here. I didn't ask for money. I don't need the money. I'll do somebody a favor. What comes around in life goes around. Folks, I'm setting something up for you. It should be out in the next few weeks. Actually, I'm trying to couple it with the book launch, the release of the book. Because I feel I could market what I have with the book, with all the publicity we're going to get on it. And it's for you people. I'm going to give it to everybody to come in on the ground floor. You want to invest, you want to come in, it's here. But I guarantee you, I might fail, but one thing you could count on me to fight and put that hard work in. I'm going to put the work in to make it succeed, because this venture that I have could be worth tens, hundreds of millions of dollars at the end of the day. And if that happens, I'm bringing everybody in on the ground floor. Whoever wants a piece of it's welcome. And so be it. But for my own selfish reasons, I'm putting my best foot forward, because I'm heavily invested into it. So if you believe in me, you have faith in me, might not win, might not succeed, but I'm damn sure going to put that effort in, folks. And that's what it's about. Everything I do is quality. I try. These videos, it's just me here. I do everything. I'll answer the questions. I'll hit the emails up. I'll try Instagram. Instagram, I'm pretty good at. I got that down. TikTok, I put in for, hey, I haven't been monetized in 2 years. I have some things that went viral. They banned me. So go figure. But it's all good. Just like, thank God YouTube didn't do it. So I waited like 4 or 5 months before and I was monetized. I just let it build up, and then I got paid. But you know what, folks? The studio I was at with Jake, friends of mine, big studio, and they have a bigger room. So he said, Dom, if you want, we could set it up here next time, where they have, it's beautiful, really classy. But as long as it's feasible, which I'm sure it will be, we could work it out where I go to a different studio. That's what I want at the end of the day. But in order to do that, I have to build it up. Maybe I might even have the book signing live. That's another thing I'm thinking about doing. Speaking with maybe Barnes & Noble, since it's going to be available on Barnes & Noble, I have to go to the local one and do a book signing. Of course, they're going to be worried about security, so I'll have security there just for the safety of everybody. That's just another thing that maybe we could do, so people could meet. But we're going to set up different programs, meet and greets, you know. But it just has to be. It's hard. It's hard doing it yourself. But folks, when I'm getting ready to start up, I hope people are interested, and I'm giving it to my fans, my subscribers. I'm going to put it out there. You're going to know before the public. I'm pretty sure you'll know before the public. And if you want to come on board, the offer will be there. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But as long as you know I succeed, you're going to succeed. And yes, I'm going to be heavily invested. So I put my money where my mouth is. I don't need anybody's money. I'll put my money where my mouth is. It succeeds. I'm going to try damn sure to make it succeed for me, for you. You're following my lead, and I succeed. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit, folks. And it's just about spreading the wealth. So, we'll go in. What's today? Today's Friday already. Wow, days go by too quick, way too fast. This weekend, I'll probably come out tomorrow. I have to see what's going on. I don't think anything's going on Saturday, so I'll come out with a live. We'll get some Mafia talk in. But as far as the Mafia, the life, that's dead. You know what? I'm going to really go into Ralphie Balsamo since he just came home. I'm going to edge him a little bit. Because Ralphie, I'm going to intimidate. Yo, Cousine. Yo, what's up? Yo, yeah. That's Ralphie. So we'll imitate him a little bit. We'll have some fun with him. Ralphie the Undertaker. I'll tell you the jokes I used to crack on him. Right to his face. Right to his face. And you're going to say, oh, my God, Dom, you're out of your mind. No, I'm not out of my mind. I look to see where people see what they're about, test them. And sure as shit, the Genovese crime family, boy, what the destruction. It's the down. They don't even give a shit anymore. Ryan Brown, thank you for the contribution. Did you know Frank Ferlino? He was part of the Giannini crew. He has said he knows Ace Aiello. Also, as far as Shylocking was their set rates and points. Yes. As far as, let me go to your question first. I'm sorry. No, I did not know Frankie. I've heard about him. Giannini crew, yes, I know them very well. I'm in contact with quite a few of them. And actually, they have some stories for me to tell. So when I sit down with them, I'm going to get some stories we'll be talking about firsthand, because there's a lot of people out there putting out false stories. And I'm not going to say we're content creators. I'll blast them when I get the information from my boy. And this kid was a heavyweight. Put a first piece of work in at an early age. So Ace Aiello, great guy, was with me. I was grooming him for the life. He'll be home in 2030. So Ace has 5 more years. He'll be home. It's sad. It bothered me. I asked the government. I didn't want to testify against him. And they said, listen, worry about you. I said, I'm not testifying. They're like, we'll rip your agreement up. Okay, I'll testify if I have to. But thank God he took a plea. But I tried telling him, please give him 20 years. Don't tell us what to do. Went back and forth. I did try to help him. But, they just want him. Now, for Shylocking set rates, usually I think it's 2 or 3 points you have to pay on a weekly basis. So if you take it 10,000, what is it? What does it come out to? $300? You have to pay $300 a week. Or is that on 1,000? I'm really not sure with that. I know the points. When Vinny borrowed money, he would get it from Ciro, and I could go into those stories as well. I never went into. But Ciro would give it to him a half a point, which was nothing. But we're talking about hundreds of thousands we'd borrow. Not we, Vinny. So I'll go into that. That's more stories I have to tell. G, thank you for the contribution. Hey, Dom, when you kickstart your venture, what will be the initial investment for us? From London, UK. Whatever you want. I'm going to make it accessible to everybody. If somebody wants to put in $100, I'll figure it out. I have to set up the platform. For those low investments, it'll be a community. So I'll average it out. We're still working that out. So if you want $100, I can't tip too much away what it is, but folks, everybody's going to be blown away. I'm actually, you see, I'm blushing, I'm smiling. That's how excited I am for this. I can't get it fast enough. Listen, this could be life changing, not only for myself, for everybody out there. Everybody out there. It's going to be, wow. Put a lot of work, effort into it. You'll see. Sam the man, I need a good penny stock tip, Dom, please. Or one that's $12 to $18. Sam, I like right now NVIDIA. I'll post up what I'm doing, what I actually did today. I'll do it in tomorrow's post. I'll put it in the link for everybody. I'll give some picks that I did that I like. And again, folks, it's an option thing. So you're not paying. If NVIDIA is going for $140 a share to get 1,000 shares, that's $140,000. This would be an option, might cost you $1,400. It's riskier. You could lose it, but I would bring you out to a longer term option. So let me look. I'll tell you some of the plays I've made. Again, I'm not a broker. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a thug, a gangster, former thug, former gangster, businessman. So convicted felon. I have to state that just to cover my butt. So I don't want anybody saying that I lured them in, I suckered them in. So we'll have that. John, I'm glad you love the show. GSP production. I meant shows. I lost it. Okay. Hope all goes well with you and your shoes. Okay, my shoes, GSP. I got you. Hope all went well with your shows and films. On audition, anytime been in contact with Joe Barone's friend, Chris, and his book is great. No, I have not been in contact with Chris or his book. Actually, I'm going to give Joe a call now. I heard from his partner. They want to do a show with Joe Barone, Gene Borello, and myself. He said we'll have one on my channel, one on his channel. But I don't care. I'll help promote Joe's show. I'm not like that. Whatever they want to do, I'll be there for him. Joe's my friend. My friendship comes first. But if you people, I hope you people will go to Joe's channel and watch the Goodfellow podcast if I'm on. And then I'll get the shorts and put them up. Ant 1208, thank you so much for the contribution, Ant. Hope all is well. I appreciate it. It's always greatly appreciated. People, please hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 100. Come on. Get to 100. Make me feel even happier today. Cynthia, hello to you too. Oh, that's not me. It's the other Dominick. Okay. Timothy. Oh, that's not me too. All my peeps are talking to one another. Let's see what else we have. Gray, Dom, why did you go on Johnny's show? Oh, Johnny Mitchell? See, yes. Oh, no, I actually reached out to him. I felt it would be a good plug. Good plug. That's why I went to his show. People, come on. Hit the like button. Damn. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. At least make me happy. That's all I ask for on this channel. Just hit the like button. Sam the man. I need a payday. LOL. 250,000 would be great. Sam, I'm going to give it to everybody. You want to follow the path? You want to follow the Pied Piper down the road to success? Follow me. One thing, I might fail. I might stumble. I might fall. I will not quit. Will not quit. Look, folks, look what I have achieved. Just picture this. Phantom this. Come home from prison after cooperating. Lost all my contacts. Can't communicate with anybody. Had one person from my past life, a rabbi. That's it. Came out with nothing. Borrowed money. Look at me now. Comfortable, beautiful home, cars, jewelry, whatever I want. Whatever I want. Made some good investments, some good moves, but failure is not, and I failed. I failed. But I'm going to achieve success. I'm determined. Whenever I do something, I'm determined. Nothing could stop me. Nobody could tell me no. People don't believe in your dreams. Your dreams aren't big enough. Wait till we come out with the merchandise that we're working on. Trust me, it's taken time. It's taken longer than I anticipated. I can only do so much. There's so many hours in the day. But I have so many different patterns, so many different logos and quotes and just different ideas. It's going to blow you people away. And why? I do things the right way. I want to make sure it's not the norm. Even the shirts I have are just little BS shirts. That's why I didn't put them up for sale. They're just BS shirts. They were just gym shirts for me. And that was it. Elf on the Shelf. We got a big problem. They found out where you are, Dom. That's okay. It's not a problem. I'm home. I'm in my house. I have security. Listen, like I said, my security system's better than Fort Knox. You come onto the property, all cameras, all TVs, everything get bloop, bloop, bloop inside the house. So everything's recorded 24/7. I'm okay. I have sensor lights all over the place. It's okay. So it's just for my own protection, folks. I'm not stupid, So like in Scarface. So what? It makes me feel good. I get to sleep at night. Same thing. So all good. And then you gotta get past 3 pit bulls. So I'm all good. So and 3 cats. Don't forget those cats are killer. I have killer cats. Yeah. So Ryan Brown, thank you for the contribution. As far as hits, is there always a crash car? And have you ever heard of a crash car having to take out a police car? Who was crash car Santoro's hit? Good question. I like that one. Very good. No, there's not always a crash car. In the Pizzola murder, there wasn't a crash car. In Keogh murder, there wasn't a crash car. It depends where you are. But no, there's not always a crash car. Folks, I want 100. Come on, damn, hit that like button. I'm not going to tell any. We're not going to talk anymore. That's all. I have to do this to get my 100. I'll just sit here like a dummy. Thank you. Was that too much to ask? Thank you. So, crash car. Not always a crash car. And have you ever heard of a crash car having to take out a police car? I did, but I forgot. I actually forgot. Who was the crash car in the Santoro hit? Crash car in the Santoro hit was a guy, John. John was former military. He was in Desert Storm. John was a guy who would fight King Kong. I took him with me. He was one of the guys the night we were trying to hurt Hippie. He came strapped up. We all had guns on us. But John somebody pulled a gun on him in one of Vinny's number locations. He was with Joey DeMarco. Joey DeMarco, Joey DeMarco. Joey DeMarco, from what I was told, didn't do a damn thing. John actually grabbed the guy's gun, wrestled with the guy. Like the guy's pointing the gun, John grabbed it from him before he pulled the trigger, put his hand in the hammer. Was wrestling with the guy on the floor, and Joey DeMarco didn't do shit. Joey DeMarco didn't do shit. And John wound up taking the gun. The guy wound up running out, and that was it. But John had balls. He was the crash car guy. He was one of the lookouts. The second car that we would have got into was Anthony Delicato. He was one of the lookouts there. But and that was the car we exited. We went from Anthony Donato's car after the shooting. We went around the block, side street, got out, jumped in with the guns. We took all the guns with us. We jumped in the SUV he had, Bruno took off in a different direction. Anthony Donato went into another direction, and we got away. But God forbid, John would have been the crash car, and so would have Bruno if need be. They would have been the two crash cars we had. But everything set up. We had walkie-talkies. Anthony Donato had fake plates, actually Velcro. He used Velcro on his regular plate, put a stolen plate onto his car with Velcro. So taped it on. Once we jumped out of the car, Anthony ripped the Velcro plate off and had his real plate. He took off in a different direction. We went in a different direction to get rid of the weapons and then go talk about what happened. So hope I answered your question. James, did you ever beat who's Puma or Panda in basketball at St. Teresa's? I have no idea who you're talking about. Listen, in basketball, in my neighborhood, the Bronx, I was one of the best. And I'm not just saying it. I was one of the best players. I mean, I was probably the only, at that time growing up, I was the only one that was dunking on a rim. I would be, listen, on the back of the building, we had our basketball court they put there. And I would hit that rim, start breaking after the years. People would get mad. Like, you're going to break the rim. Look, you bent it. But I had hops. I was good. I think I was really good. We used to have fun. There was good players. We had Mark Mulgrew. Listen, then we used to play Waterbury Park, Bobby Murray. Who else was there? Anthony Spina, Monty, Little Man, Little Dom. We had crew. And then in my St. Benedict days, Chris Jennings, Chris Warpo, Robbie Warpo, Bruce Cannizzaro, all on the teams. We all played intramurals. Richard Hughes, Chris James turned out to be a damn giant. 6'9", 6'10", so big boy. And then we went to high school together. Actually, they put me up into the JV. They brought Chris up there with me, so we would have camaraderie. I have somebody there. But I enjoyed it. Basketball was definitely my game. So, Ant 1280, thank you again for the contribution. Hey, homeboy, let's talk sometime. It's your old pin. Oh, you got me with this one. Pen partner GZMO. When did you get home? And I'm trying to figure out who you are, but when did I get home? I came home in 2013. 2013. And here's my email. I'm going to text it in here. Hit me up. Hit me up in the email. Of course, everybody knows me. I keep it confidential. And that's it. Ponder in basketball. We'll figure this one out. So, well, it's Kevin Smith at Big Dom. Joe Barone said he wants to come to my wedding. Are you joining him? Depends where, when. You know what? I might come. Depends where and when. All right? Let me know. You have my email. Hit me up. Actually, if Joe's coming, we'll see. More than likely, yes. Frosty, and it would be an honor. Thank you. Dom, have you ever had pistachio gelato ice cream? I only had it once as a little kid. Pistachio, yes, I did have pistachio. I remember as a kid, the first time back then there was Carvel. In Carvel, we went Little League. Somebody hits a homer. Actually, we had Carvel that sponsored us on our shirts, our team. I think we were on the Indians at that time. So going into Carvel, somebody ordered with eggnog. I'm like, eggnog? And I love eggnog. They said, yeah, they have eggnog ice cream. I didn't even know that. Oh, my God. I love my eggnog ice cream, too. Lee Montoya, right here again, Big Dom. We got Utah in the house. I would love to come up to Utah as well. It's another place I'd like to see. TPM 1424. They lose more than they win. Why would anybody pay for that? He's talking about Molino and Snuff with their bets. So because people are just, I don't know. I don't know. They're in awe with Joey, which is not a bad thing, but it's bad when you're losing. That's for sure. Let's see who else we have. All-Star, I love basketball as well. Was good. I'm only 59, 5'9", and I had a scholarship for the state Marquette. Wow, state's Marquette. I was a short white guy, but was quick. LOL. Wow. You know what? I had my freshman year, I had St. John's looking at me too. When my mother was in the stand, she'd clap and they gave her the card. And that was the summer I went awry. So what can you do? El Toro, I used to work with Anthony Spina. Where? In El Gems? Oh, he's a character. He's definitely a character. And baseball, oh my God. I remember at that time, as kids growing up, he loved Kiss. He was a character. Listen, we all were. We all were. Those were good times back then. Tommy, your uncle left you $11 million? No. My uncle Luca left me $47 million. You know what, folks? I have to pull out all my Uncle Luca stuff. I'm going to bring it on. I'm going to send out to my partner in the UK, my brother, Michael Anderson. I'm going to send him a link. Get with him. I'm going to bring him on the show. That's a story. Let me write it down. Uncle Luca. You're going to hear about my inheritance of $47 million from my Uncle Luca. He died in Spain in his Ferrari. Had a crash on the highway. We're going to talk about Uncle Luca next week, folks. Stay tuned for that one. You know, it's sad. It's sad. But is what happens. Matthew, hey, Dom. I lived in the Bronx for one night. Central Booking ran on the field at Yankee Stadium during the 96 World Series. You go, Matt. How many drinks did you have? That's because, Matt, you watched the movie Anger Management. You're not an Adam Sandler. That's it. And with what's his name? Who did Nicholson play? Uncle Bud? No, Buddy? Buddy. Oh my God. That's classic. Sorry to laugh. All-Star says, St. John's a great basketball school. Awesome. Yes, they are. So at that time, growing up, there was a kid I went to St. Benedict's, St. Teresa's, St. Benedict's. I was playing. And then Monsignor Scanlon when I was playing ball. There was a kid, Bernard. He went to St. Raymond's. He was good. We used to always play against him. I think he went to college and then I didn't hear any more of him, but I forgot his name. Something Bernard. Anyway, MITO. Do you think that Ace would like to see you one day? He won't admit it, but I'm sure he would see me. He'd probably be upset, or he's not going to look to fight me. That's for sure. Ace is not that stupid. So I doubt that. So, but if he had the opportunity, he'd probably try to kill me. But yeah, I think it would be interesting. I won't admit it, but what could he do if we do run into each other? So unless he runs into me on purpose, he's trying to take me out. That's a different story. Slot. Hey, you guys hit the like button. Damn, thank you. Even the people on here saying hit the like button for the real. Thank you, King of MobTube, Dom Cicale. Trust me in the legitimacy. Scott Bernstein, me, and Turd Nadu. Buy our subscriptions at the Olive Garden's like button. Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Timothy O'Reilly, I think basketball question concern. St. Anthony's of Potter School in the Bronx. Did you ever play against them? I don't know. We probably played St. Anthony's. Who was ever in the tournament? I know St. Raymond's, Xavier. We could never get over the hump with Xavier, which was another Catholic school. All Irish kids, too. All Irish kids, we could never beat them. The one time, folks, and this is, if he's still alive, Mr. DeMasi, you're an asshole. You are an asshole. Big asshole. The whole team, Chris Jenks, Chris Warpo, Chris Duffy, everybody on the team. This mofo benched me, would not play me. I had to sit down because I missed the practice. I didn't go to practice. We had the chance to finally beat them after 3 years of losing to them. Never won a game. We were only down by like 5 or 4. And it was going into the fourth quarter. Everybody on the team, everybody, they were doing great. Put Dominick in. Please, coach, please put him in. Please, please, please. They were begging him. They started arguing. No, he's benched. He's benched. We could finally beat them. This was our last shot. Remember, we were all in the 8th grade. This mofo wouldn't put me in. Had to make a point and made us lose. Everybody was like, oh my God, if we had Dominick playing, we'd be blowing them out right now. And that was the strength. I'll tell you one thing, and this is another, I'm going to save it for the documentary, folks. I'm going to save it for, even in school, they were prejudiced and racist back then. What they did actually broke my heart. And even so, somebody else acknowledged it and tried doing the right thing as a kid. And he'll remember this. He'll appreciate it. Probably knows what I'm talking about. But wow, you do that to an 8th grader. You know the damage that holds inside internally? And this was back in the day. So that'll be in the documentary, folks. Wait till you hear this one. Anyway, folks, I'm going to start signing off. I don't have enough likes. If I had 150 likes, I'd stay on. I need 25 more, but I have to go. Anyway, we have Joe. Hi, Dom. I know that you knew Sal, the Iron Worker, that got whacked in Montreal. What was the real idea of him coming up here in the Great White Node? The real deal with Sal the Ironworker, he got deported. That was the government's doing. They were showing their muscle, their concern, and they deported him up there. He had no intentions on going up there. He was forced. He was deported. So he felt he'd be the liaison to New York. He stepped his grounds. He thought he could flex his muscle. They weren't having it. Especially after Joe Messina flipped. That's when everything went awry. When Vinny went to jail, that went awry too. Vinny kept them under control. Vinny had them the last year. It came out after Vinny was in jail. But Vinny got $150,000 from them for Christmas. Joe was only getting like 25. Vinny got 50 from them. And then after that, when Michael took over, they have no respect for Michael Washwoman. That's for sure. And that's it. Tony, what's up, Big Dom? How you feeling, brother? Nice to catch a portion of your live. Thank you, Tony. I'm feeling great. Can't complain. Getting ready. Probably going to head to the gym, get on that treadmill, lose some more weight. And then, folks, I'll be backing up. You'll see it. Not backing up, bulking up. You'll see a transformation. But first, we got to work on the midsection. So try to get a 2-pack in. Right now, I got a keg. I need the 2-pack at least. So once we get the 2-pack, then we go 4-pack, 6-pack. Came home from jail. I had an 8-pack. My ceratosis were in. I mean, I didn't even have to flex. I could just be standing there. You could wash some clothes on that washboard. But now, you could roll some shit on that keg. Now, I'm not that big, but it is what it is. Everybody, have a great evening. Wish everybody the best. People, let's not forget, go to egvodka.com. Order it today, 100% gluten-free organic. It's a must-have. You will love it. You will be hooked once you try it. You try it, you like it. You'll be like Mikey back in the day. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see everybody tomorrow night live at 5. And then next week, we'll definitely throw in there, after pull out all the documents, the paperwork, the bank accounts, the passports I had to submit, all the paperwork showing for my Uncle Luca to claim my inheritance of $47 million. So stay tuned for that story. And it's sad I had to receive the money because he died in a Ferrari accident, but made me wealthy. So what could I say? Thank you, Uncle Luca. May you rest in peace. Everybody have a great evening. Wish everybody the best. Until tomorrow, peace out.